A friend of mine stated on Facebook a little earlier, in response to her stepfather finally getting a Facebook account, her direct response is, "I think hell is freezing over." And my only response to that is, I think if hell is going to be freezing over, then now's probably as good a time as any to jump into the undisputed cesspool for all scrubs of Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're going to have a Dueling Network game or two. I'm not going to lie, this is actually my second time trying this because I did get a match, but he quit after I went stick triple chair. I actually had triple chair in hand, horrible brick, and then top decked the stick. Before anybody asks, I'm actually playing StarTrix, not Seraph Dolls. I wanted to do StarTrix because I took StarTrix to a tournament on Thursday, and unknown, God. I ended up finishing second, bricking really hard in the final match, and so I ended up dropping that match and taking second. Overall, I was actually pretty content with it. I actually got 3 Cliffort matchups, which really annoyed the crap out of me because I hate the deck with a passion. And let's leave the pool. Oh Jesus, we did have a matchup. Okay, now we have another matchup. All right, let's see who we get. Someone with 977 rating. Yeah, the reason I'm 132 is because I don't actually go on DN that often, because it is, like I said, a cesspool for scrubs. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody who plays on DN is a scrub, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, looks like we're starting things off with an upstart goblin. And we have a Scepter and a Call of the Haunted. I like the sound of this. Let's see if the opponent's got the early Veiler. Early Veiler would actually be kind of painful here. But it looks like he doesn't. The only thing, the one thing that is painful is that Dionaea. That was awful. But at the very least, I've got some back row to help navigate stuff here. Let's see what we have here. We have a Pot of Duality. Now what are we playing? Yosenju. That sounds about right. Okay. I don't know. For some reason I sound a bit nervous. I don't know. Probably because I've never done recordings like this before. That and it's a bit cold. Should probably put the heater on. But I think it's more nerves than anything else because I hate having to be there. I hate being at this place. And I couldn't be asked getting Dev Pro because it's just... The download size is too large considering how much of a piece of crap my internet is. I am met with a Dark Hole. That is perfectly fine, son. What's not fine is the fucking Fossil Diner. Nor is the double Dionaea. Good God. Okay, that's obviously like a battle trap of some variety. So let's go for Dionaea and bait that out. Okay, that's pretty cool. My only concern now is that bloody thing. He's got a Karma... I think it was a Karma 3 he added. I'd like to just go balls out and go Call the Haunted, but I'm so certain that's a Vanities, it's really not that funny. Sucks that he didn't attack, but then again he would have predicted me having a bunch of back row. I mean, some kind of battle trap. Karma 1, I'm going to meet with a Bottomless. He's probably got Karma 2 and 3, but fuck it. Yeah, there's Karma 2. Really should have... Okay. Really? Okay. That back row can't be activated, so time to go nuts. Feel. So... Scepter's Chainlink 2, Chair is Chainlink 1. So then I can add the sovereignty to hand, then go special, draw, then reveal, no max C's, can't chain that in response. This is actually not too bad. And of course, gotta have the fucking third sovereignty right afterwards. Oh well, it's fine. Probably go main one there. And then what we want to do is we want to go Ouroboros because I want to get macro off the bloody board. Plus I want to rip a Yosenju out of his hand so he remains all bloody cloggy and shit. So, or do I want Delta to the back row? No, Ouroboros. It's Ouroboros I want here. Okay. Scepters F applied to Scepters F applied to Ouroboros. Macro can get the fuck out because I do not want to have to deal with that kind of ball. 977 rating. Fiendish. Right. Prick. In that case... Yeah, Deltaros was definitely the better choice. As soon as he did... Oh, he's got the tanky. That's fine. Now, getting over that fiendish chain is not going to be very easy. I have to get an MST to get over it. You cannot have that. Draw. Okay, we've got a D prison. So weigh that down. I have no monsters in graveyard, and I'm not going to even if I detach. So... at this point, there's not much to do. Thankfully, though, I can do that. He'll probably overlay here. He's got Tiger King. KJ, okay. Yeah, because Tiger King... it's fine. Can't really do too much. I've got Mirror Force, so he shouldn't have like anything like too huge for me to worry about. Wait. Yeah. That's his... yeah. The normal summon has to be done immediately. The normal summons have to be done one straight after the other. There is a Max C, which is dead, because... that is a stupid thing to have. I guess from there, I might as well just keep pushing. I mean, I can't really do too much here, because MST is literally my best friend right here. The only other thing he's got he can really do, I mean, he's got Karma 1 and Karma 3. He doesn't have 2, though. Not that that actually matters because you can just Karma 1. Okay, banish. Gotta banish all the materials. That is some kind of painful. But on the plus side, he's gonna run straight into a Mirror Force if he attacks. Yeah, just Mirror Force. Yeah, banish your stuff. What? We're both forgetting that macro's a thing. But yeah, at least that's out of the way. Yeah, Halberd. If he's got some way to get over this, then whatever. So swing directly. F. F gets halberd, and then as long as he has like a monster of some variety by my next turn, which I can guarantee you he won't, if he's got bloody Yosenju shit, then I should be able to do some kind of play to get that off the board. Sujik. Not quite what I was looking for, but at least I have an out to that as well. Yeah, I'm gonna just gonna say no to that. Okay. There's another max C. Okay, not entirely sure how to approach this now. Let's go for another halberd. If I run into a mirror force here, I'm going to be ungodly amounts of sad. Okay. Gonna use the effect of halberd and add the third. Then main phase duh. Need to overlay. My only out to that macro at the moment is Castell, which requires me to wipe out both of my halberds. I do have a backup if he has another monster on the board, but I'm not relying on that too much, so I guess I'm just gonna have to commit the Castell. Only to be met with a frickin' loser turn. Lovely. Actually, wait. During the turn, if it blah blah blah. Whatever, don't care. I'm pretty sure the ruling means that I can actually keep that in attack mode, but actually, that's a thing. Let me actually have a gander at this. Lose one turn. Card ruling. Lose one turn. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what, whatever. This is wasting time. That sucks. Lose one turn. Rulings. What do you got? You have Karma 2. That is a shameful loss. If it turns out that the ruling was in fact what I expected it to be, whatever. I guess it's just what I get for not knowing my rulings. Oh, damn! That loser turn. The feels from lacking that loser turn. Okay. Well, his back row's all clogged up, which means he can't set any back row that can impede my progress. So this is literally just a matter of me having enough monsters to run him over. So this shouldn't actually matter to me in the slightest. Because I have halberd. If he can get over halberd, then okay. So he's gonna... okay, that's 200 actually, so... because he's got the Tenki. That goes back to the hand. Draw for turn. Summon the Dionea. And unless he's got, like, Battle Fader or something in hand, that should be Scoop Phase. Okay. That was game 1. Now let me quickly check this out. Blah, 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 start it. It doesn't... whatever. You know where to leave the correct ruling in the comments. Okay, I don't have much to deal with Yosenju's, but since they're running bullcrap like macro, my mind control can come out for the MST. Trap Hole Nightmare is not going to be very useful. Chaos Trap Hole is not going to be useful. Iron Wall, if only just to keep macro and defissure off the board. he knows that that sort of stuff does in fact kick me in the balls. I so want to Mind Crush, but he's only really using the tankies. Oh no, he probably will use Necro Valley. So I mean, he's almost certainly going first. Although if he is using Yosenju, then he won't actually mind going second. So I will go down one halberd and roll the Thunder King. I've got the one game up, so if I feel that I need Mind Crush for game 3, then I'll have Mind Crush for game 3, and I'm going first. Oh my god, the feels. Okay, I've got potential stick chair play, but at the same time I also have Thunder King. Thunder King, wow. Okay, funny thing is, the one time I actually opened up Thunder King in the tournament was in the final, and I actually had 3 back rows set along with the normal summon of the Thunder King, which is, again, what I'm doing here. My opponent opened with Dark Hole. If this guy opens with Dark Hole, holy shit, the feels. Come on. Where's your Dark Hole? You know you want to drop it on me. Funny thing is, if he does Dark Hole, I've got Call the Haunted, so it's fine. The funny thing is, I can actually break through skill. Prick! Knew he had the Dark Hole. And Fossil Diner. Kind of a mirror exact to what's been bloody happening. Okay. Well, since Thunder King is in fact out of the way, let's go for the Scepter. If he's got like a Fiendish or something, then whatever. No, but he does have a Solemn Warning. That's a thing. That is in fact a bit of a thing. Okay, let me set this back row. And then pass turn. If he tankies now, I'm going to be kind of saddened. Okay, so he's got Fossil Diner. He's got Karma. Right. Sec. To Karma 1's summon. I'm going to Bottomless it. You're not having that. So, piss off. Now you can drop the Sujic now if you want to. So you can do that. 2,000. I'm going to break through skill the Fossil Diner. And then end phase, I will Call the Haunted. Do I want stick or taking? Definitely taking. Yeah, end phase. That goes bounce, Call the Haunted, bring Thunder King back. We also have a D prison. So I will battle phase, swing over the Fossil Diner, because that thing can just piss off. Got this other Call the Haunted, which I can use for stick, but I would much rather save it for this Thunder King. This Thunder King is pretty much proving the backbone of my plans at this moment, at least at this point in the game. He's putting in a lot of work. Did he have a second Karma one? That's fine, I don't have any breakthrough skill for that. I've got, so there's the Sujic. He could probably send Thunder King back, but if he does go to swing, okay, he's going to bounce. That goes back to hand. I'm actually going to take the 2,000 from Sujic, and then I'm going to deprison the Karma 1. The Sujic can be a threat, but leaving Karma 1 means he's got additional normal summons so that he can drop shit that are just bigger than T-King. There's also Torrential Tribute, so I could do something with T-King, Torrential Board, possibly if he drops a number of monsters, and then end phase call the Thunder King. Everything is revolving around the Thunder King right now. This is ridiculous. The one-off Thunder King, and it's single-handedly beating the shit out of everything. This is ridiculous. The amazing thing is, if I find myself with a chair in hand, I'm going stick chair. Okay, we've got, you can't. Jeez. And he clicked the damn thing like 6 frickin' times, so he revealed 6 cards in his hand, and he can't even play the duality in the first place. So, it stays in hand. Since you can't activate. Yeah, there you go. Just because you can't activate it doesn't mean you're just like, oh, so it goes to the graveyard. The really annoying part is I probably should have torrentialed. Okay, now you can duality. Actually, chain. Slow your ass down. Now I'm going to make you waste your pot. Unless you got an MST. This is one of the misplays that ultimately, that was literally the final nail in the coffin for, what do you call it? For that Cliffort matchup in the final. It's horrible. He got off Scout and basically made a big OTK push. I have a Soul Charge, which is useless at this point, but the hilarious part is, if I need to, I can bring back Thunder King with it. God damn it! Thunder King beats. Thunder King beats are real. So I guess I'll just have to pass. Now, if he summons a Karma from here, then of course I'm going to wait out. It'll actually make the torrential so much more use. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Sure. Sujik. Torrential. Slow down, son. Okay, now he has a back row. And I have a stick. You know what? I'm going to commit the damage. Or at least attempt to commit the damage. So he's used his warning. Hasn't used Bottomless, or hasn't used Bottomless yet, I don't think. No, hasn't used Bottomless. So, with any luck, this stick will go through. And then, once that happens, I can just Soul Charge, get 2 monsters back, and then make Cowboy and finish this game up. So let's see if Scepter goes through. I'm hoping it does. Okay, cool. The only other thing I can do here is pass. Let's see. He doesn't have he doesn't have his Surgic, he doesn't have his Karmas. He may not even have a monster to defend himself. No. It's locked. He's top decked an MST. It was on Thunder King before you bounced it. Oh, jeez, I tell you what. You know what? I've got a safety net. Because I can go Halberd, and if he stops the summon, then I can Cowboy. And the funny thing is, okay, let's see what he responds to here. Should probably ask him here because if the play goes through, I win. So he has to know that this is Cowboy. So if he's got Torrential, he's got to set it off now. Okay. Summon the cowboy. Do we have game? Yes, in fact we do. Oh wow, his own Thunder King. Not such a bad idea in Yosenju. I mean, it is anti-meta sort of thing, so it's not such a terrible idea. The only thing that Yosenju's really search with is through Tenki. Although the reason I actually main decked it is side of my own Thunder King, it was not so much for the Tenki, although it of course did prove annoying. Of course he had pot because I didn't even think about that. But then of course there was also the potential Necrovalley plays, because if he had even if it was something stupid as terraforming, I just didn't want Necrovalley to be on the board. I just hate having to deal with Necrovalley. So, I think that'll do for this video. I think I was pretty happy with my performance. I mean, there is still the question over that whole loser turn thing. I should know what the bloody card does. I mean, I know I have at least one copy of it. If I had a second one, I'd so be running Yosenju's. But I don't, and I'm not willing to pay like $50 for it, so that's about it. Hopefully I get some decent feedback with this, and maybe next time I'll probably do something, maybe I'll bring Seraph Dolls or something like that back. But the fact that I've done this means that I can now show off the deck. So yeah, that's about it. So see you for whatever it is that I do next.